Hello, how we doing, mate?
Good, thanks. Ricky, yourself?
Yeah, welcome to LivingLifeFast. So you've come down in a Mk6 Escort. We have been chatting for a little while now, haven't we?
Yeah, there's been a few hiccups along the journey, but it's nice to be down here, finally meet you.
Well, let's start from the beginning then. So this little project, you're saying it's taken about a year to complete, and you've had it running for what, the last 3-4 days? Or?
About 3 days. It's been out, had a little bit of fun in it. I'm taking it back because there was a little bit of a boost issue. That's all been sorted. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get out and see what it's going to be like out on the road and have a bit of fun.
So we've got a Focus ST170 engine, did you say?
Walsner pistons, PEC rods. It's got a few Cosworth bits under there as well. Evo 6 turbo manifold. The ECU is an ECU Master Classic. We was hoping to get the Bluetooth all set up for it today so that you'd have a bit of a digital dash in there, but due to the boost problem, that was more of a priority to having some fancy bits in there. So,
Bit on the dyno?
Yeah, it dynoed at 379.7.
Wow, so that's a nice figure, man.
Yeah, and I think it was 357 foot-pound of torque.
Nice.
Coming out of the factory, they're about 1,100 kilos.
So what would you estimate this to be?
Just at a guesstimate, I'd say a ton or just under a ton.
Wow.
But that's just guesstimation. I wouldn't know until it's all set.
So obviously front-wheel drive. And what have we done with the chassis then?
Not a lot really. It's just got a set of cheap TA eBay coilovers on it for the moment.
Yeah.
ST170 front brakes. 300mm.
I bet it stops though because it's light, isn't it?
Yeah, it stops really well and it's not too jittery. It's not like you're on the brakes and it's just going to throw you forward.
Okay.
They're quite
so
progressive. Yeah, they're really nice. Yeah, it's a nice B-road basher.
Yeah.
Because it's got the ATB quaif in it, it pulls really well around the bends. It actually pulls you into the corner.
Nice, so it's like on rails kind of thing,
It is really nice. It handles, prior to putting the ST170 engine in it, I actually had it set up for the 1.8 around the track.
Okay.
So it had a little bit of testing prior.
Yeah, well you were saying before that you wasn't planning to go turbo, right? You just had an Evo 6, was it 6 turbo? Or
yeah, it was an
turbo?
Evo 6 turbo and an Evo 8 turbo sitting on the back of the bench.
Yeah.
And my mate literally picked them up and he said, look what I found. What should we do with these?
Yeah.
And both our heads just went, right, let's just see what we can get away with. All the forums were saying you can get 300 brake out of them from an unopened block.
Yeah.
We took it to Quest Motorsports in Southend and they said, it looks really nice under here, but you're going to blow it up. It might last a month, it might last a year.
Yeah.
I went down to the garage and helped the guys out as well.
Yeah.
They let me be really hands-on, put bits and pieces on it.
So when does power come in? Is it a quick spooling turbo? Or?
No, because it's a standard turbo, it's normally it's around 4,000k.
Okay.
So
that's when it kicks in on this, yeah?
Yeah, around that.
What's the rev out to?
8 and a bit.
Oh wow, does it?
Yeah.
So it screams.
Yeah, there's a hard limiter on it. No
screamer.
No screamer. It's got a full 3-inch custom-made exhaust. Jamie there, his fabrication work is absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something else.
Clean finish, yeah?
Yeah.
And then we've got Toyo tyres. So you said you wanted to go semi-slicks, but obviously the weather right now in the UK is just shit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just didn't seem feasible to put them on. It would just be a waste of money and time and it wouldn't be any fun.
So we've got the proxies today.
Yeah, the older style on the front and the newer ones on the back.
Okay. So what are these like? Because I have filmed a few of these, obviously older generation Escorts, and the owners like to say that they like to move around at the rear when you're travelling at speed.
Looking into what causes that, it's actually the rear tyre, where the spare tyre goes. It has to be cut out because it acts as a brake and it lifts the back end up. Okay. So by cutting that out and having a flat sheet in the back, that's when you'll really notice a difference with them.
So what are we saying? Are we trying to say that the weight distribution is wrong on the car? Or?
No, it's the air coming underneath.
Oh, right, okay.
So where the spare wheel well is, it's being hit and lifting the car up.
Okay. So that's the issue with the earlier gens as well?
Yes.
It is. Okay, interesting.
Well, apart from the Mark III and Mark IVs, because they had a flat boot, I think.
Right.
Don't quote me on this. It's just a bit like the Fiestas.
Yeah.
But yeah, taking the spare wheel out and the drag.
And is that why have you had it taken out of it?
No, that's when we start doing the rear setup. That'll be the next part for it. But it was only, like I say, I've had it on the road 3 days. It was a big thing that we noticed over sort of legal speed limit. In Mexico.
So what gearbox you say is out of like a diesel? Did you say?
So it's an Escort diesel van. I think they put them in Sierras and Transits as well. They're just an overall better box.
Bulletproof? Are they known for?
There is a guy running 870 brake in an Escort van.
Stock gearbox or?
Yeah, stock gearbox. Wow. Totally stock.
And we're mapped to V-Power, no race fuel, ethanol, methanol, anything?
Nothing at all.
Cool, man. All right, shall we jump out? Take a
let's go for a ride.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Cool.
Now, but I can see his safety starting to drive in. Wow, she's nice. Like you said, it brakes. Yeah, and bro, from the passenger, the way the car's leaning and putting its power down, it's lovely. Whoa, it's giving off all the right sounds as well. This is sick, bro. Did I hear you right earlier? You said it was originally going to be a track, something track related, or?
No, it was. I bought it just to have a bit of fun on the track. Yeah. Because I've got quite a collection of cars. Just going to be for that, really. I went to Tuna Fest, took the Evo, and took this as well. It was so much fun. I just needed a little bit more power out of the corners. The throttle bodies were going to go on, but never did. Right.
Get in there.
Yeah, vending machine, favourite machine there, yeah?
It's not having it. Mate, we need to loosen this. Oh shit. I love the wheel, man. One of my favourites in these cars. You know what it is? I noticed with these lightweight cars actually, it's not even at the turbo, it's probably quick sporting. It's the fact it's not pushing much weight. I'm used to cars with 1500-1600 kilos. When I jump in a 900,000 kilo car, you notice they just effortlessly pull along. Gearbox is nice, pretty easy to use. It's soaking up these bumps lovely.
Y18. There's loads of cars on there, food as well. We all love a bit of food.
Yeah, man.
Quest Motorsports for doing the build, custom detailing in Essex for all of the cleaning products for all my cars. If you just put your foot flat to the floor. We was doing that in Croydon on Friday night.
In Croydon?
Yeah.
Yeah, well guys, as always, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, of course I'll leave all your links in the description, Andrew. Just send them over, copy and paste them in, and yeah, till next time, people.
Yo, what's a right or a left turn? Lamborghini made the heads turn. Enough fuel for the next journey. Man's wheels spinning, got the heads turning. Exhaust smoke like a fire burning. Just bought a bin, my man's buying German. Parkway I want, didn't buy a permit. Wanna join the team, then buy a jersey. Full tank full of gas leave. We are